We take refuge in Sakyamuni Buddha. We take refuge in Sakyamuni Buddha. We take refuge in Sakyamuni Buddha. Diamond Sutra.
So Bodhi, what do you think? Has the Tathagata really attained Anuttara Yaksabodhi? Has the Tathagata really spoken the Dharma? Subhuti said, as far as I understand what the Buddha has said, there is no standard Dharma that can be called Anuttara Yaksabodhi, and there is no standard Dharma spoken by the Tathagata. The Dharma of which the Tathagata speaks cannot be held on to, it cannot be spoken to, it is not a phenomenon, it is not a non-phenomenon. All saints and sages are distinguished by their different understanding of the unconditioned Dharma. So Bodhi, what do you think? If someone were to fill 3,000 great thousand-world systems with the 7 treasures, use them for giving, and attain merit for this, would the merit be great? Subhuti said, it would be very great, world-honored one. Such merit is not the nature of merit, thus the Tathagata says it is great. If, on the other hand, someone else were to receive and uphold as few as 4 lines of verse from the Sutra, and if he were to explain them to others, his merit would be even greater than that. Subhuti, all Buddhas and all the supremely enlightened teachings of the Buddhas are born of this sutra. Subhuti, that which is called the Buddha Dharma is not the Buddha Dharma. Subhuti, what do you think? Can a Sotapanna have the thought, I have obtained the fruit of the Sotapanna? Subhuti said, no, world-honored one. Sotapanna means stream enterer, and yet there is nothing to be entered. To not enter into form, sound, smell, taste, touch, or dharmas is what is called Sotapanna. Subhuti, what do you think? Can a Sakadagami have the thought, I have obtained the fruit of the Sakadagami? Subhuti said, no, world-honored one. Sakadagami means once returner, and yet, in truth, there is no such thing as returning. This is what is called Sakadagami. Subhuti, what do you think? Can an Anagami have the thought, I have obtained the fruit of the Anagami? Subhuti said, no, world-honored one. Anagami means non-returner, and yet, in truth, there is no such thing as never returning. This is the reason it is called Anagami. Subhuti, what do you think? Can an Arhat have the thought, I have obtained the fruit of Arhat? Subhuti said, no, world-honored one. There is no phenomenon called Arhat. World-honored one, if an Arhat were to think, I have attained the path of an Arhat, then he would be clinging to self, others, sentient beings, and longevity. World-honored one, the Buddha has said that I have attained non-contentious samadhi, and that among all people I am the foremost in this, and that among all Arhats I am also the foremost at going beyond desire, and yet I do not have the thought that I am the passionless Arhat. World-honored one, if I had thought I have attained Arhatship, then the world-honored one could not say Subhuti is the foremost of those who delight in practicing calm and quiet, free from temptation and distress. Since Subhuti actually has no practice, he is called Subhuti, who delights in practicing calm and quiet, free from temptations and distress. The Buddha said to Subhuti, what do you think? In the past, when the Tathagata was with Dipankara Buddha, did he obtain the Dharma? No, world-honored one. When the Tathagata was with Dipankara Buddha, he truly did not attain the Dharma. Subhuti, what do you say? Does the Bodhisattva adorn the Buddha land? No, world-honored one. That which adorns the Buddha land is non-adornment. That is what is called adornment. For this reason, Subhuti, all great Bodhisattvas should give rise to purity of mind in this way. They should not give rise to a mind that abides in form, sound, smell, taste, touch, or dharmas. They should give rise to a mind that does not abide in anything. Subhuti, what do you think? If a man's body were as large as Mount Sumeru, the king of mountains, would that body be large? Subhuti said, very large, world-honored one. The Buddha has said that it is not the real body, and thus is called a large body. Subhuti, if each grain of sand in the Ganges River were to become a Ganges River, and if the sand in all those rivers were added up, what do you think? Would that be a lot of sand? Subhuti said, it would be a lot, world-honored one. The number of Ganges rivers alone would be enormous. The amount of sand would be even greater than that. Subhuti, I will now truthfully tell you, if a good man or a good woman were to give away as many as 3,000-fold world systems filled with the 7 treasures as there are those grains of sand, would his merit be great? Subhuti said, it would be very great, world-honored one. The Buddha said to Subhuti, if a good man or a good woman receives and upholds as few as 4 lines of verse from this sutra, and if he explains them to others, then his merit would be greater. Furthermore, Subhuti, anyone who explains the sutra, even 4 lines of verse from it, should be honored by people in this world, by those in heaven, and by asuras, as if he were a Buddha's stupa or shrine. What then of anyone who receives, upholds, reads, and chants the teachings of the sutra with all of his strength? Subhuti, you should know that such a person already has become accomplished in the highest and rarest Dharma. Wherever this sutra can be found, there is also the Buddha, and it should be honored as if it were one of his disciples.
May the merits of my practice adorn Buddha's pure lands, requite the 4-fold kindness from above, and relieve the suffering of the 3 life journeys below, universally wishing sentient beings, friends, foes, and karmic creditors, all to activate the Buddha mind, and all to be reborn in the Pure Land of ultimate bliss.